when are these super teams gonna become not much of a thing anymore? Because I agree, like it looks like parity is gonna be a thing again very soon, but the Celtics, I mean, you need to be a super team right now to win because you're not gonna beat the Cavs without a super team. You're not gonna beat the Warriors. Maybe with a super team, you might not beat the Warriors.
Really, the next big round of free agency. So I think KD and Steph are gonna re-sign, but there's no way they're gonna be able to re-sign Clay and Draymond
You don't
after
think they'll
that.
take less money?
No,
I think they will.
No. Yeah, they will.
I think they'll be about another 3 or 4 years of these.
I think super teams are always going to be a thing, regardless. Like the Bucks are low key getting a
not
super
to
team.
this extent though.
I think what we like define as a super team might need to be like rechanged. Like the Warriors are a super team.
Super.
Cavs are a super. Cavs aren't a super team like the Warriors, but the Cavs are a super team.
What we think about a super team might need to be rechanged though, because there's just so much talent in the NBA now. Is like just having John Wall, Bradley Beal, and say if they were to get like I don't know Jabari Parker, does that make them a super team?
Right. Okay.
I say no.
5 years ago, absolutely. Right now, no.
Because there's just so much talent in the NBA now. Like unless you have like 2 of the top 10 players, like Wade and LeBron back in the day, or KD and Steph now. Like those are super teams. But just the way it's working now, every team's gonna have an A-list star and a B-list star, and like that's just something we have to like get used to.
Well, saying A-list star and a B-list star, that's been a thing the entire like history of the NBA. Not to this extent.
Yeah.
But every team except the Pistons and the Mavericks have had multiple All-Stars on their team if they win the championship. Mm-hmm. And so like Pistons didn't have any when 03, right? They didn't have any All-Stars when they won. Is that correct?
There were 4 All-Stars.
Well, they weren't All-Stars yet.
Or 3 or 2, yeah.
Yeah, the next year they were 4 All-Stars.
So like
no Hall of Famers though.
Still?
No Hall of Famer.
I wouldn't put any of those guys in Hall of Fame.
Tayshaun?
Billups is gonna be a Hall of Famer.
Billups is not a Hall of Famer.
Ben might just because he got like 4 Defensive Player of the Year or something.
Is that the shortest like greatness?
He was only 6'9".
No, not shortest height. Shortest like he was really good for a short amount of time. Oh. Maybe Derrick Rose is shorter amount of time.
Bill Walton.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
he had like 5 years.
Great.
He was pretty good still after when he was healthy.
Hey, he won 6th Man of the Year.
Yeah.
So.
Man. So yeah, I think you always need a 1 and 2 option unless your one option is just
I think nowadays you have to have really good third option.
The second option is better now than what the second options were like 10, 15 years ago.
So what I think we're going to see and I hope to see is like the parity and competitiveness you had like kind of in the earliest 2000s. I mean, you had your good teams, but
the 2000s had no parity. Like the 70s was the era of parity.
I mean, I don't mean like I don't know how to word this.
Oh,
like
do you mean like mid to late 2000s?
Yeah.
Like with the Suns, Spurs, Mavs, Celtics, Pistons,
because you're like
Cavs.
Were you genuinely like,
Magic?
You genuinely didn't
know
the
West was the West was definitely
the
East was like Pistons or somebody else.
Pistons, Celtics.
That's the thing though. You can still say
finals.
or somebody else. Yeah. Now you're like it's the Cavs and the Warriors and this team's gonna win.
Yeah.
Like I just want it to be genuinely like you don't know.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get that because if you just look at just the way every roster's built, like I was thinking about it the other day. Who's gonna make the playoffs next year in the West? I don't know. Every team besides like the Lakers and the I'd have to look at it, but like
the Suns.
I say even the Suns have a chance.
Depending on their draft.
Every team in the West, really besides the Lakers has like Lakers could too. Every team has like a legitimate chance to make at least the 8th seed.
Pelicans. I don't know if that.
They should though.
I don't know if that.
They should.
Experiment's gonna work out with.
Like with AD and Cousins, there's no reason you shouldn't be an 8th.
I agree, but judging off of this year, which is a little unfair because you have to have time to mesh, which they did, but I think if you're gonna say any team doesn't, it'd probably be them, which sounds ridiculous with their team, but
So, yeah, I say like right now we have like low end parity.
I mean, it's kind of like the. What was it, Lakers, Celtics?
But there's no championship parity yet.
Yeah, championship parity is kind of because like even this year there was like a tease of parity, but again you knew who was ultimately going to be in the finals.
I think we'll see it again though.
Yeah, I hope so because I for one think super teams kind of kill the NBA, not profit wise obviously, but from an entertainment perspective. This year,
from like an NBA historian's perspective,
self-appointed
NBA historian. I love it so much because like I just love
super
reading
teams?
about like the 60s Celtics, the 80s, like Lakers Celtics.
Like, I'd be lying if I said it wasn't interesting, but I love parody. Like, it's just more fun to me. Like,
parody's more fun now, but like 10 years from now, like the storylines that we're gonna remember
I can
are
agree
like the
with
Warriors and the Cavs. You're not gonna remember the 2014 Spurs
or the Raptors.
Yeah.
Well, no, you're not gonna.
No.
You only thing you remember about the Raptors, you'll be like, remember when the Raptors were really good for a little bit?
And I'd be like, really good?
Remember when Drake was at their games? Yeah, that's right.
For like 5 months, and then he was like, yeah, I'm gonna hang out with LeBron instead.